Welcome, Michael Gould, to the Customer Experience for Financial Services Exchange. You're the Chief Operating Officer for Hiscox. So you have defined and led the transformation of your the operational strategy and the IT capabilities within Hiscox to deliver this excellent customer experience that you're so famous for. Can you tell me a little bit about the journey that you've undertaken to get to where you are now?
Let me put a bit of context first, because I think it will make sense in terms of what we've done over the last 5 or 6 years at Hiscox. We've got two fundamental different business models at the company. One is a very large ticket, low volume business, which tends to be our Lloyd's of London as well as our reinsurance business. The other type of business is what we call our retail business, which is the lower premium, much higher volumes businesses. The volumes of work that we've had to be undertaking over the last few years has increased exponentially, but we were running the business with very much a Lloyd's of London relationship orientation. So I was hired to professionalize the way we do operations and IT with a major focus on making sure we can deliver a fantastic customer experience to our customers, as well as having a competitive expense ratio. So to do that, I developed and worked with my team in developing a group operation strategy, with the vision of the strategy being to build a reputation which is brand enhancing. And the reputation is around being responsive, being nimble, as well as efficient. And our mission of the strategy was to deliver a phenomenal customer service on a consistent basis with a competitive expense ratio. So that's our vision and that's our mission. To make that become a reality, we introduced 6 core capabilities which we wanted to become excellent, which will drive operational excellence. So just to give you a flavor of some of those 6, one was being able to deliver change effectively, because there's a voracious appetite within the company to deliver more and more change, and we had to professionalize the way that we did that. Another one was look at how our processes were orientated, and we adopted an approach called lean servicing. Why I like that approach is it's very customer orientated. The processes start with the customer and end with the customer, and you only do things that will bring value to the customer here being our customers as well as the regulators, and you stop doing everything else. And it's had the most immensely powerful impact across the organization as we've driven that out. Another capability is, just to give an example, is having an optimal operating model. What I mean by that is having the right people do the right pieces of work that brings value to the company as well as to the customer. So those are some, just to give you an idea of some of the capabilities that we have rolled out.
So you talked about the 6 core capabilities. Which one would you say has had the biggest impact on customer service and the building of this brand and the loyalty?
It's a very good question, that actually, because each of the 6 are very important. Probably the one that I choose that has had one of the biggest impacts is the one on operational talent. So when we look at our people, when they interact with customers, it's an immensely powerful opportunity. And making sure that our people have got the tools, the capabilities, the desire, the will to deliver a fantastic customer experience effectively is something that we've put a lot of work and effort into. We've put a lot of investment in development centers for our people. We've made it clear how they can optimize their time while they're at Hiscox in terms of what they can do with their careers. And it's had a hugely positive impact in terms of their overall satisfaction during their time at Hiscox.
This sense is coming across through the exchange. That is a theme throughout the financial services, that hiring the right people to do the right job is one of the forefront challenges at the moment, I think, to really deliver on these customer experiences, which again is something that you're obviously prioritizing.
Absolutely. Yeah. My own view is it's not one thing. There's no silver bullet on this. Mm-hmm. It's a combination of things that you need to get right. The most important thing, which we'll come into later in the interview, is around execution. What I find is it's easy to come up with the ideas. Executing them effectively is really what makes a big difference.
What were the most critical lessons in this transformation process?
The most important lesson learned from me is getting quick wins. So as early as possible, in terms of laying out what we wanted to do and why we wanted to do it and the benefit that would come as a result, is being able to show and demonstrate that this is actually going to bring some benefit, to win the hearts and minds of people who are skeptical. Because certainly we had people who either didn't understand what we were doing or said, why should I be doing this? I've been working this way. We've been a pretty successful organization, so why must I change? So really very overtly going in and within the first 3 or 4 months, showing and demonstrating that what we're doing actually delivers very positive results from both the customer experience and from a cost effective